coming into a seated position at your mat. Sitting on top of your sit bones, get really comfortable here. Sit up nice and tall with your spine really long. Exhale your shoulders away from your ears. And just resting your palms on the front of your thighs, close your eyes with me. Taking just a few breaths here, not trying to push or force anything. And just breathing some energy into our body. Take a big inhale through your nose. Filling yourself up with whatever you need for today. And with your exhale at your mouth, just releasing what you don't. Taking your hands into prayer at your heart. And just breathing in that thing one more time that you need for today's practice on and off your mat. Your inhale. On your exhale, taking the prayer all the way up to the ceiling. Exhaling, bringing your right palm to your left knee. Drop that left arm behind your back. Sit up nice and tall and then twist on the exhale. Take your gaze over that left shoulder. Feeling a nice ringing of the spine of your intestines. Really twisting through everything. And on this exhale now, just taking the left arm over towards the right side of the body. Bring even weight into both sit bones and just rest your forehead down towards the floor. Take the breath. Coming back up through center, hands into prayer at your heart. Big inhale takes your prayer up to the ceiling. Switching sides now. Take your left palm to that right knee. Drop your right arm behind your back. Even weight in your sit bones as you twist through the spine. Take your gaze over that right shoulder. And then a big inhale. Bring that right arm across the body towards the left side. Even weight in the sit bones. Really melt into that. Drop your forehead down towards the floor. And just staying there for one breath as I get up and just turn the music down so you can hear me. Take one more breath there. And then walk your palms out now, directly in front of you. So stay really low here. And just walk those palms out. Forehead towards the mat. Pressing the floor away so you can really feel your sit bones firmly into the floor. And walking yourself up, coming onto all fours. Big inhale drops your belly button down towards the mat. Open up those shoulders, reach your heart overhead. And then exhale, press the floor away. Create the C curve with the spine. So really pulling navel in back towards spine, pressing through the front of your feet, the tops of your feet. And just moving just a few times here. Following your breath. One more. Everything away. Keep these hips nice and square. Extend your right leg straight back. If your hip raises, just drop it back down. Reach that left arm. So opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to tap the foot down, lift high, and then tap elbow and knee in towards each other. Extend long. Keep arms steady. Tap toes down. Tap everything in. For 10. Those were just demonstrations. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5 more. Woo! Really find your balance. So it's easy just to shift side to side. So really strengthen through your core. 3, 2, and really pulling navel back to spine so you can feel your core here. Give me one more. And take one resting pose. Just open those knees nice and wide. Come into a child's pose. Extend those arms, energy throughout your fingers. Rest your forehead to the mat. Big inhale, walking your palms over to the right side. Anchor both sit bones down, so even weight there. Press the floor away. Keep those hips nice and low as you just walk the palms over to the left side. Melt into the floor. Coming back through center and coming back up on all fours. So setting yourself up, breathing that navel back to the spine, extend the left leg back. Keep both hip bones really square, so they're both facing the mat. Extend that right arm overhead. You're tapping those left toes down, lifting heel high, tapping elbow to knee for 10. Nine. Really want you to reach your arm and your leg in opposite directions. 8. 7. Reach. 6. 5. 4. Reach everything long. 3 more, you got this. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Now just pressing yourself back into a down dog, pedaling out your feet. Let those heels hang nice and heavy. Big inhale. Exhale, heels towards the floor. Float your right leg high. Just take a stretch here, opening up that hip. Breathe, dropping the foot down, switching sides. Bringing both feet to the mat, rolling out into your plank. So coming into a nice strong plank. Holding here, you're tipping forward an inch and back an inch for 10, 9, tiny movement, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, on 1, drop your knees down. Coming down onto those forearms, both fingers on both hands are facing straight ahead. Energy throughout each finger. Extend that right leg really high. Keep those hips square to the mat. Take your gaze towards the mat, lift leg really high. Tiny circles right there. Pull navel back to spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more this direction, 2, on 1, I want everyone to lift 2 inches higher to the ceiling and then reverse your circle right there for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep the leg really long, no bend in the knee, 5 more, 4, you got this, feel the burn, 3, 2, on 1, keep the leg high for the transition. I want you to straighten that left arm, press the floor away, tap toes down to the floor, lift heel really high, and then I want a bend in the knee and straighten. So it's 2 parts, tap toes down, lift heel high, bend knee, straighten heel high for 10, 9, 8, lift heel high, 7, you're gonna feel this one real quick, I already do, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1 more right here. Coming back onto those forearms. Rest the leg for 2 seconds, so we're not moving through the transition there. And then lift that heel really high. Teeny bend, so 45-degree bend and straighten for 10, 9, you're lifting heel up towards the ceiling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back into a child's pose. You're gonna feel that. I'm already feeling the burn. Take a breath. Maybe just swing side by side. Loosen everything up, any tension in the body. Your necklace if you have anything bothering you like I do. And coming back up, moving right into that left side. So bringing your forearms to the mat, hugging elbows in, press the floor away. Extend that left leg really high, square the hip. So if you're lifting that hip, opening it up, I just want you to square it down towards the mat. So holding it right here, tiny little circles at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Keep that leg lifted. Extend that right arm really long. Press the floor away there. Tap toes down to the floor. Lift heel really high. Soft bend in the knee. Straighten heel. Up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, you got it. Breathe into it. 2. This one's killer. Last one, you got it. Finish that one strong. Drop that leg down for the transition now. Set yourself back up. Then lift that leg really high. Soft bend to the knee, so 45-degree bend, and then straighten heel high to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, oh yeah, breathe into that. 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe into the burn for these last 3, 2, on 1. Okay, sit back, keep those legs peeled together, take one little breath. And swing those legs around. Coming into a seated position. Press feet firmly into the mat. Reaching fingertips straight ahead. Relax shoulders. So you're gonna roll those shoulders down your back. Breathe navel into spine. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Until you really feel your lower abdominals kick in. I want you to reach an inch. Drop down an inch for 10. The movement comes through your lower abdominals there. So I really want you to feel, make sure those are turned on. Give me 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Slowly roll yourself down, bone by bone. Take it really slow. Extend everything out. Reach arms overhead. Shake, shake, shake everything out. Bringing those legs into tabletop. Keep the legs really still, fingertips behind your head. Hug the elbows in towards the knees. Tuck chin into chest. That we're going to reach elbows towards the knees, but stay up off those shoulder blades for 10, 9. Legs are really steady. 8, 7, 6, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend legs long, interlace fingers behind that right thigh. Extend left leg, hovering an inch, and then you're gonna pull, pull, switch legs. Legs don't hit the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7. Shoulder blades are lifted, head in. Take the gaze in towards the belly button. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. And now bending the legs, same thing, but now you're hugging the knee in towards the chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hug knees in. Rest your head down. Take your gaze over to the right. Exhale. over to the left. Resting arms into the side. Legs are straight up to the ceiling now. I want toes, your heels together, toes apart. So coming into this Pilates stance, dropping the legs down just a few inches towards, heading towards the floor, and then right there, I want you to tap heels in, tap, 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 come halfway down, and just go up a few inches and go right back down. So your legs aren't gonna come straight up to the ceiling for 10. Whole belly in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hug knees in. Babe, I can hear everything you're doing. Can you put your ear pods in? It's so loud. I'm almost done, God. Okay, take those legs, just pretending you don't hear that. Take the legs straight up, heels together, toe apart. Left leg crosses over right, right leg crosses over left. So same thing, you're coming halfway down, go right back up, but not straight up to the ceiling. So you wanna feel the burn in your lower abdominals. It's just a tiny movement up and down for 10, looks easy. 9, breathe into it. 8, legs are long, no bend in the knee. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sped that up, I didn't mean to. I was like moving with the beat. On 1, hug knees in. Extend left leg long. Keep this right leg bent. Fingertips behind your head. Left fingertips, tap left elbow into right knee. Right arm is straight, hovering over the floor. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, on 1, let everything go, just take a breath. One more there. Take your left leg into tabletop. Let the right leg really long, right fingertips behind the head, left arm hovering, tap elbow into knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, really reach if it's not tapping, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, on 1, let everything go. And then just roll over to that left side. Extend that left arm. And let the body go really long in one plane. Whole belly in, as if you have your palm between the mat and your bottom rib. Keep a little space there. Press the floor away. Reach toes up towards the ceiling. And tap heels as you come down. So you're pointing to lift, flexing foot to lower, and really squeeze the inner thighs as you touch. 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, give me 1 more. Let that leg come about hip height, toes dangling to the floor. Tiny little circles going forward. So keep that bottom rib off the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it nice and high, reverse that circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more thing, soft bend in the knee, straighten heel to the side of the room. Keep the leg really steady for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe into it for these last 3, you got it, 2, on 1, roll onto your stomach, reach arms overhead, breathe belly button back towards your spine so it's not pressing into the mat, reaching your arms and your legs in a tiny little flutter like you're swimming here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, on 1, your right palm over your left, let your forehead go right into your hands. Breathe that belly button in and then reaching heels up an inch, lower down an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Switching sides, laying onto your right side now, almost there. Let the arm go. 1 second. Okay, coming onto the right side. Same thing here, just lift that bottom rib, press floor away. Point toes to lift, flex heel to lower, tap heel to heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there, 2-ish. On 1, tap heel to heel. Let that leg go as high as hip height. Relax toes, tiny circles going forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, on 1, reverse the circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, on 1, keep that lifted, tiny bend of the knee, straighten heel out to the side of the wall there for 10, like you're stepping on something, 9, 8, this one burns, soften your face, breathe into it, close your eyes, 5 more there, you got it, 4, 3, 2, on 1, drop it down, swing your legs around, press the floor away, come into a downward facing dog, pedal everything out that we just did. And then I want you just to float that right leg really high, open that hip. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands, keep your body really low. Extend arms straight back for a breath. Your inhale brings you right up to your high lunge. Breathing the belly button back to your spine, even in this position. Take a breath. Exhale, opens everything nice and wide to your warrior 2. Relax shoulders down. Stretch fingers really long. On your exhale, tip back into your reverse warrior, keeping your body, your lower body right where it is. Elbow onto that front thigh, reach arm overhead. Really twist into this here. Keeping your lower body right where it is. Give me one more reverse warrior. Now straightening that front leg. Take one more deep stretch. Reach your right fingertips towards the front of the room, and I want your left hip going back. Coming down into the triangle pose. Relax your palm on the front of your shin and reach that left arm really high. Take your gaze with you. One more breath here. And just a deep bend in that knee, and then bringing your fingertips towards the mat. And give me one more stretch here. Even pressing your elbow into your knee to really twist through your spine. On your exhale now, cartwheeling that left palm to the floor. Flip. So you're just tiny little flip coming onto those back toes. Press palms into the floor. Step yourself back into a plank, holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hold belly in for these last 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Now moving through the flow, coming into a half tricep push-up. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Take a breath. And pressing back into your downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet here. Extend that left leg high. Step your foot in between your hands. Take one breath. Keep the body really low. Extend arms straight back. Take a breath. Inhale, really high to your high lunge. Breathing that navel back to your spine, and then exhale. Open everything really wide to your warrior 2. Relax shoulders down. Keep the body really low. Tip back into your reverse warrior. Exhale, come into extended side angle pose. Elbow onto that front thigh, and then reach those right fingertips overhead. Twisting through center, take a breath. Keep those legs really low as you tip back into one more reverse warrior, then straightening that left leg. Reach, take one more big inhale. Reaching those left fingertips towards the front of your room, your right hip goes back. Just melting into your triangle pose. Twisting through the spine, reach those right fingertips high. Take your gaze with you. One more breath here. And then give me a nice deep bend in your knee, fingertips towards the mat. And once again, just pressing that left knee really straight, pressing it with the elbow and twisting through the spine a little bit deeper. Exhale, cartwheeling your palm down, flipping on the back of your toes, stepping back into your plank. Tiny little tricep push-ups. This is going to be 5, 4, press floor away, 3, 2, on 1, move through your flow. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Reach that right leg high, one more breath, and slowly just move through your pigeon pose here. Keep the hips nice and straight. Open up those shoulders, your heart. On your exhale, just slowly melt your torso over the front of your leg. And take a breath. If you guys can hear a lot going on in the background, that's because there's a lot going on. Pretty soon, you won't be hearing much because our situation is changing. So I won't be working out in my living room in front of everyone anymore. So just bear with me. Hence the reason for the studio. But I still like doing these at home. It's so nice to have. Tuck those toes, press the floor away, pedaling out those legs. One breath here. And last thing on this left side, lift toes really high, move through your pigeon pose on this side. Walk those palms back, open up your shoulders, and just melting into the mat. Take just a few more breaths here. And slowly walking yourself back up when you're ready. Sitting on that left sit bone and swinging that right leg around. Just open these legs nice and wide. Come directly on your sit bones. Inhale your prayer overhead. Exhale, right fingertips to your right toes and just lean into it. Do what feels good for you. If this is really tight, you can have just a tiny bend in your knees if that feels better. Slowly coming up, switching sides. And taking your legs just as we started, coming into a seated position. Walk those fingertips on the right side out. Press palm into the floor. Both sit bones on the floor. And reach that left arm overhead towards the right side. Really feel the stretch. Switching sides. And reaching over. Slowly coming back through center. Let everything go. And taking your hands into prayer at your heart. And just taking in how you feel. The difference in how we feel when we commit to our process, we show up. And even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, just really acknowledging the impact that it has on our day, on our mind, on our body, on everything that we do. So take this feeling with you, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Sorry for all the interruptions. Maybe you didn't notice, maybe you did. Maybe I did, because it's my husband and my baby. Don't